it's been a bit of a treat to watch the anniversary show, the 21st anniversary show of The Last Territory. I don't think it is The Last Territory, because there are quite a few others. I watch an awful lot of wrestling, and CCW might not watch the other wrestling I do, but I can incontrovertibly say they're not The Last Territory. Anyway, I have to say they're great, and this is called Real Steel because there will be a cage match later on, and it's with two big stars of CCW. But first, a pure piece of wrestling entertainment. Not an awful lot happens in this match as far as high spot moves. It's not about that, because this is Stallion Rogers, who is generally up for causing some mayhem, versus Matt Taven. But it's not any Matt Taven. It's Sexual Taven. And he comes on playing a baby sax. He can't quite get it to work. So he brings on a real sax player. And what does he play? Yeah. Yeah, I played most of that because, or I mouthed most of it because it's a big part of this match. So the gentleman is, if you didn't understand or didn't get what the quite poor rendition was, Careless Whisper. George Michael's Careless Whisper, Careless Whisper, Careless Whisper, Careless Whisper. And what it does in this match is that the sax player who hangs around, I think early on, why didn't Stallion Rogers smack him one? Because he's going to be a big part of this match. Sexual Taven is like The Undertaker with the urn, not Ernie, the urn, affected by... Yeah. So, he comes to the ring, and there's lots and lots of shenanigans with dancing with women in the ring. They love it. He picks up a woman and sort of dances with her in his arms. And that's one of the commentators said, I know that woman. She's 80 years old. You better be careful. So there's loads of prevarication. There's got to be 5 minutes of that. Gotta be. Then there's Stallion Rogers obviously thinks, I'll prevaricate as well. Better be careful. You can go blind. Anyway, you've got... the action, such as it is a Taven deep arm drag, a wrist lock, and Rogers gets to the ropes. There is a Taven dropkick and hip work. He's rolling those hips, ladies and gentlemen. There is a challenge to the sax player from Rogers, who impertinently, right in front of him, continues to play. And then gets the distraction so that Taven can dropkick him through the ropes. He then puts the ref in front of him, does Rogers, because he can be quite nefarious, you know. And because he's coming off the top, is Taven, and he crotches him on the top for, and then gets a DDT for a 2 count, which is very nice. There are some big shots from Rogers, which put Taven down for that 2 count, and a drop, or a knee drop that puts him down for another 2 count. He then gets a bear hug whilst on the mat. Not entirely sure of the efficacy of that. The efficacy. Taven wants the sax solo, calls for it. He gets up, because the music is the power, folks. You know, I am music, and I write the songs, etc., etc. There are some punchlines, a spinning kick, a springboard in Zaguri. The sax player is on the apron then, and playing. Extraordinary. Taven sits up like a musical Michael Myers. Like George Michael playing Michael Myers. That sounds terrible, I know, but there you go. Extraordinary. He hits some shots, almost hits the sax player, stops, and then Stallion Rogers grabs the tights or the trunks, rolls him up, tight pin, And there's the end of it. Great wrestling entertainment. And it sets you up nicely for the main event of the anniversary show, which was two former friends, Cha-Cha Charlie, who could be said to be the WCW, what's the matter with me? CCW franchise versus Jackal Stevens. Formerly friends who could be seen to be the CCW franchise. You get the idea. They're fighting for who is the franchise. Yeah. So early on, Stallion Rogers attacks. They're not even in the cage at this point. That's where the cage is used, you see. The shots are traded, mounted punches from Jackal Stevens. And then we've got them in the cage, finally. Some shots from Cha-Cha Charlie, some stomps from Jackal Stevens. He's launched into the cage, is Stevens. Big sling blade, belly to back suplex. Sweet power bomb, though, from Stevens, which stops the Cha-Cha Charlie momentum. Head into the steel chair, and a brain buster into a setup chair from Cha-Cha Charlie. And it was lovely because he started it a bit too close to the chair, so he had to change the trajectory of the brain buster to get it tighter as he executed it, and he managed it. That was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Some would not think to change that in mid-move. That was lovely. Super Olympic Slam, so Olympic Slam off the top from Stevens onto a setup chair. He overshot it so that Cha-Cha Charlie missed the chair and he hit it. That's not ideal, is it? He goes to the eyes, he has to, throws Charlie into the cage, hits a leaping neck breaker, and then a super blockbuster. 2.999 recurring for that. Charlie then gets a super power bomb off the second rope, gets the hat. He's going to go out. He's going to go out of the cage. Changes his mind because he's got the hat. Top of the cage, teases the crowd a bit. Then does the Jimmy Snooker thing, as they mention. Frog splash. Oh, he's really hurt himself. Actually, those ribs must be hurting. That diaphragm must be hurting. But he finally crawls over, gets the pin. He is the franchise. I probably would have preferred Jackal Stevens, but those are two great matches. And CCW does this. And you need to watch it, I believe, on your telly thing, on your tablet, on your phone, wherever you want to watch it. It's on YouTube. Go and have a look at it. It's Coastal Championship Wrestling. You will not be sorry. Ta-ta.